and now we will understand. So we will create. So I'm explaining the dependencies. Basically
Okay.
Lombok, you know very well. Why basically we use.
Yeah, setters.
Yeah, yeah, like
Yeah, for getter and setters.
getter and setters. And Spring Web basically provide the RESTful API. RESTful API means we will have the postman, we will have the the URL like that, and post that we will have this fields, roll number, student name, email, or something else, and the values over there. So this format is called the JSON. So we will communicate with this middleware with using the JSON. JSON, suppose I want to save the data into the database, then I will send this roll number and all those things as a JSON. Okay.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I will take as a JSON and implement into the UI. So the way of the
Okay.
communication to a UI to the middleware, that is called the Spring Boot project
Mm-hmm.
via JSON. Okay.
Okay.
So this dependencies basically support the JSON and RESTful API. RESTful API basically this one. I'm talking about this one. Okay.
Okay.
So this support I'll explain in deep in this class. Spring JPA,
Mm-hmm.
basically JPA will already understood the concept of the Hibernate. So Hibernate is the implementation, JPA is the interface. So actually, in Hibernate, I need to write the manual code, but
Mm-hmm.
JPA has some already implemented methods. Then I will create
Okay.
an interface and I will use them instead of creating the all save and all those things that already provided, and I will use. This is the ready-made code.
Okay.
Postgres SQL driver, I think you understood. Basically, whenever we need to connect to the database, then such type of
Mm-hmm.
driver we need to be load. So
Yeah.
if we are connecting the Oracle database, then Oracle driver would be
Okay.
needed. If we are collecting, then we have now Postgres SQL server, Postgres
Okay.
database. So basically, we need to the Postgres driver that we
Okay.
loaded over there. So basically, nothing more than these are the dependencies, and these
Okay.
dependencies will come into which file?
Maven.
Pom.xml.
Yeah.
Pom.xml.
XML.
Spring Boot DAO tools. Basically, whenever we will restart, reload the project, then it will automatically load this one. So
Okay.
I'll create the project and I will post creating this project. What I'll do, I'll import into the IntelliJ. Okay.
Okay.
So post basically into the IntelliJ, what you will have only this Java folder. Nothing would be over there. Let me open the whatever the project I imported. So I imported this project. Okay. So you will get this package com.nvt.sms, and you will have the
Okay.
main class. In this Spring
Okay.
Boot application, this is the main class. Okay.
Okay.
So now I am going to the implementation of all CRUD. CRUD means create, read, update, and
Okay.
delete using
Yeah.
the Spring Boot application. Okay.
Okay.
So let me first of all go to that. We will create the all things. All things means new controller. I created one package. Next package I need to
Mm-hmm.
create a service.
Yeah. Service.
Let me create the service, and let me create this service IMPL.
Yeah. Service and build class.
Okay. So this is the service IMPL repository. Repository IMPL there is no need. Okay. because
Okay.
because we will have the
Yeah.
implementation by via already JPA will provide. We
Mm-hmm.
need to implement the interface only, so there
Mm-hmm.
is no need to this entity bean. And I think we should take care this some beans also I need to be take care. Okay.
Yeah.
Beans, because we need to communicate from controller to that repository layer.
Build.
So I'm copying this folder as it is and pasting over there.
Okay.
So pasting over there. In this we have the beans. So we have the beans. Okay, let me remove this branch. I don't want to this branch. So now it should be okay. Okay. So now we have the bean, we have the controller, we have the entity, we have the repository, we have the service IMPL. Okay.
Okay.
So let me call the service and service IMPL as it is instead of this doing. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just copying. I think you are aware of all those things.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm copying this and paste over there.
Yeah.
Okay. Then let me import this one and let me remove this unused import and let me open this one course
We don't have.
course repository we don't have. Let me I think course repository is already there. No, okay. So let me remove course things.
Okay.
Because course things don't want, delete this one. Or either, okay, let me remove this one. Yes. Oh, course entity bean. Entity bean, we don't have the entity bean course. I think we have course repository
Mm.
doesn't has
But
course service.
for me, you studied only student entity being student and service.
Course
You
entity
didn't
bean
do
is,
course.
what is the problem? Okay, let me open this one. This one is course entity bean should be import first, and let me import this one. This one, what is the problem over here? Related problem. Student add student bean. Okay. उधर बाहर लगा चल. So now let me understand this. What is the problem over here? Over here, add course and okay. So I think I'm returning null right now over here, null, and I'm removing this one. No need of this method. I'm doing this one. Fine. There is no problem in, okay, there is a problem into this one. I'm removing the all things. It should be okay now. And this one, student service import. I'm removing this one, student service, and I'm returning this one null. Okay, null. And over here student bean is importing and return. Everywhere I am returning null right now. Okay,
Okay.
for just returning null, returning null, and returning null. So now I think it should be okay now. I'm removing all things over here. Unnecessary things I'm removing. I'm saving this one. Coming to the course. Coming to this one. Okay. Now it is course services there. I think there is a problem into the this one.
Okay.
Okay. So now these are the services. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now let me explain into the repository what we will do. Suppose I need to create a repository. Okay. So I'll create a interface only. So
Okay.
interface, anything, whatever the name is there. Suppose you will create a student repository. Okay.
Mm.
So over there, you will see this is a student repository.
Okay.
And inside this interface, you will extend the CRUD repository interface. Extend existing
Okay.
interface. This is called the
Mm-hmm.
CRUD repository.
It's already there. Huh?
Already there. This is the implementation by JPA. This is the
Okay.
whatever I created, that one. This is there, student repository.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Extend, this is the implemented by the JPA.
Okay. Okay.
CRUD repository and JPA repository. There are the some other interface also. So CRUD means create, read, update, delete. That is the main.
Delete.
So I'm using CRUD repository. Inside that, you
Mm-hmm.
will pass this is a whatever the bean is there, and what is basically the primary key type of the
Okay.
primary key, long integer
Oh.
something else. Okay, and
Oh.
just you what you will do, you will put this things, nothing more than you will. There is no need to do anything. So now you
Okay.
will have the create, basically save, get, all these methods inside that.
Okay.
So now this is my repository. I prepared.
Mm-hmm.
There is no need to do anything. Repository is fine now.
Okay.
I will not create any connection, anything else. So everything would be controlled by this, these things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm.
Now come. This is the basically the ready-made thing.
Okay.
Come to the service IMPL. If I am coming to the service IMPL, so there is a student ad. I am taking a bean. Okay. I'm taking a bean. I will convert
Okay.
this bean.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what I'll do, I'll create a student entity
Mm-hmm.
bean equals to student entity bean equals to new student entity bean, because I need save the entity bean instead of bean. You are okay on that part?
Yeah, I'm okay. But this, if we use Hibernate only, no, we have to do that.
Hmm?
Here, we are not going to use Hibernate, no, we are going to use that API.
Yes, but entity bean is need na. Bean utils dot copy.
Okay.
Bean utils dot copy properties. Okay, copy properties, and I think this is a method, and let me put this is the student entity bean, and this is the bean. Okay, so I
Okay.
copied from this to this.
Mm-hmm.
this is
Okay. Okay.
this is the copy properties, the method
Mm-hmm.
inside this. Okay, and this is method from the Spring framework, bean utils, instead of having the bean especially, because I am not taking the bean into this XML na. Think about that. I'm taking
Mm-hmm.
Maven, Lombok, and all those things. I'm taking the Lombok, test, Postgres, web, JPA. These are the dependencies whatever we added. I'm not taking the
Okay.
bean. Actually, in the last project, whatever I did, I
Mm-hmm.
entered a bean manually.
Bin.
That is the bean
Yeah.
utils, common dot bean
Mm.
utils. Either you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
use for this copy, or either you can use the Spring Boot copy properties.
Okay.
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 So I'm using the Spring Boot now. So now
Mm-hmm.
this is copying, and post that I'll call the repository. Should I call the repository first? Okay.
Okay.
So repository will call. You need to be make a basically that object of this
Okay.
repository. So
Yeah.
we create the object at the rate auto wired. Now instead,
Oh.
let me explain. Suppose I'm creating this object. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now you can do the auto wired. Auto wired means you can do this one, only this one,
Mm-hmm.
and put over here, and basically make this one and put the at the rate auto wired. At the rate auto wired. This one. So it will
Oh.
create the object automatically.
Okay.
Okay. So now we do like that. So now
Oh.
I need a auto wired of repository, and
Okay.
repository should be mark at the rate repository class.
Okay.
Okay, this is mandatory thing. So
Okay.
come to that, basically the student service IMPL implementation. I'm creating auto wired. What is this? Student, tell me, repository.
Yeah.
Student repository.
Repository is equal.
This is the, I created this object now. So
Okay.
now I will call student repository dot, uh,
Mm-hmm.
basically save, and will pass this object of this entity bean. So method is already there into this interface. Nothing need to be
Okay.
implemented. If you will say, I am not
Oh.
implementing anything into this repository. This is only the empty interface.
Oh.
But if you will
That
open
add
this,
method is already there. It
yes,
will automatically add through
that
the
that's
JSON.
if you will see the CRUD repository interface, click over there, then you can see this is a save
Oh.
method, save all, find by ID, existing by id, find all by id, count, delete, everything method is there. So
Oh,
now this is providing by JPA.
the oh, okay.
I don't care about that now.
Oh, okay.
And this is also the interface. Whenever one interface would be extend into the another interface, then we take
Oh, sorry, what did you ask?
whenever we need to be one
Mm.
interface to basically load the whole method into the second interface, then what we take, extend keyword instead of the implements. If you have the class, then you will implement this method.
Implements, yeah, yeah.
Otherwise one interface
Yeah.
would be extend to the another
Interface to
interface.
another interface is to extends. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So let me close this implementation of this CRUD repository class. I'm coming to
Mm-hmm.
this one. This one I already saw. So only these
Mm-hmm.
things is needed. So now I'm basically opening this student service
Student
IMPL,
service.
and this is already saved. Okay.
Okay.
And post this saving, what you can do,
Mm-hmm.
you can pass this basically the result from here. Oh, student details saved successfully. Okay, you can send this method. This is basically
Mm-hmm.
this one. If you want to update, then same thing you need to be load over there. Then it will provide, and there is no need to the throw this exception also.
Okay.
It will cover automatically. Now come to
Mm-hmm.
the next one. Update I am returning. Okay. Delete. You will provide the roll number, and whatever you will do, you will let me delete this student. You will update. I will take care. I'm I'm
Okay.
I'm doing this one. Delete one. So delete one. What should I do? I'm getting the roll number. Then
Yeah.
I should take student repository dot
Also, say,
delete,
delete by
and
that roll
we
number.
we need provide this one student entity bean. I need to
Mm-hmm.
provide student entity bean.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Roll number, comma roll number.
Roll number will not work. I think I need provide the bean, entire bean. Okay.
Entire bin, then it will delete all, right? Or
No, beans means it will fetch the ID,
oh, okay.
because I don't think delete method does has basically delete entity bean, delete all, delete. Okay, delete by ID. Okay, this is delete by ID. The method one is the delete
Mm.
by ID. You can
Oh,
use
okay, okay. Mm-hmm.
delete, and you can pass this ID now,
Okay.
and post that return
It's deleted.
student. Now think about that. What is he now? Student
What?
detail. How much this is
Easy.
easier.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's very easy.
Student details is
Mm-hmm. Deleted
deleted
successfully.
your student details is deleted successfully. Okay. Now come to the get details. If I'm getting the
Mm-hmm.
details, then what I should do, student get repository
Get by ID.
dot
You can
get dot find
find
it, find all by id,
by
or
mm-hmm.
find by id, this one, and
Mm-hmm.
put this roll number.
Yeah.
Okay, and put this method, and return over there, return.
Mm-hmm.
And it will not return because you are returning the student bean.
Mm-hmm.
You are getting the whatever you are getting,
Yeah.
entity
Yeah,
bean,
by getting. Yeah.
student entity bean,
Mm.
student, because I don't want to expose this is data model. If you think about it, this is a data model. Okay,
Okay.
this is a data model.
Mm-hmm.
Student entity bean. I don't want to expose the postman. Suppose I am getting the student roll number, this one, na? So this is the exact
Yeah.
data. It is going over there.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so something need to be different, or something would, actually I have something different mapping over there. There are the two class, one is the bean and second is the entity bean. Entity bean will convert
Okay.
into the bean now. So
Mm-hmm.
now
Yeah.
what I'll do, I'll copy this on same property. So I think, as per my understanding, what I should create a one bean class, student bean student bean equals to new student bean, and I need to be
We we
copy.
have already done that, no, by at the rate of something.
I'm taking these values whenever I'll do the find by ID, then I'm providing the roll
Mm-hmm.
number. I'll get the uh, bean entity bean. Now I am
Mm-hmm.
returning the student bean. This is the entity bean.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm creating a student bean and copying the old value from entity bean to the student bean,
Yeah.
and I'm returning now. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
return
Okay.
return student bean.
Student B.
You can return this entity bean also, but this is not a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Get all students. What you will do? This is very easy. Now,
Yeah. Student repository dot find all.
student repository,
Dot find all or get all.
find all, and we will have the list of.
All the students.
Uh, Basically, we will have the list of student entity beans. Student entity bean list. Okay, equals to this.
Mm.
I need to be. This is the might be this is the cost to this one, and post that what I'll do, I need to create a list and will add it
Student B.
student beans. So I'll do, I'll write a for each and put this into the for each. This is the syntax. I will take a student uh, entity.
Entity B.
Okay,
List.
let me put this one. This one would be student entity into
Mm-hmm.
this student entity.
Student B. Student B.
Okay, I think this is a, I need to provide the list. This one is the list to student bean. Remove untrustable label, comma, student. Okay, this is correct or not?
Student. We have to copy the values of student bean to student entity bean list.
Let me check the for each syntax. For each in Java, there is a basically the thing is that there is a syntax is type variable name and this is the array name. So type क्या है
Mm-hmm.
where okay. Let me put let me put in this actually first of all the type. So type is the now I'm taking student bean. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking student entity bean as a variable name and from which list I'm taking. So this is a
Okay.
syntax. So it will
Mm-hmm.
iterate for all one and will fetch the one element and
Okay.
put into that. So now what I'll do, I'll make this two things.
Okay. Copy.
So first of all, I make a student bean new,
Mm-hmm.
copy the property from entity bean to this bean, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
creating a list
Yeah.
of which one
Student bean.
is
Student bean.
student bean, or this is the student bean list equals to new
New array list.
array list. Okay, and now I am adding this
Mm.
value into this. I am adding dot add, and this is the bean. Are you understanding this concept?
Yeah. Yeah.
So now and post that I have this for method, this one close, and I am returning return whatever this
Student bean.
bean list.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, SQL exception. I'm removing these things. So I think I implement the get student. This is the all student, get student details, save details, delete, and all those. Are you okay till now?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
So
okay.
now what I'm doing, I'm coming into the controller part. Controller is something different over here. We will not have the run methods. We will call from postman. Okay. So whenever you will call the from postman, then you will write a rest controller at the rate rest controller. Controller means all controller will be load whenever your project will be run, and it would be available from external call. Whenever the UI will call, then it will call automatically. So how would you know the basically the path and all those things? So I am explaining. So first of all, this is the request mapping. Request mapping means
Okay.
on the class level. So
Okay.
this class is a students. So first we'll check the student. Post that we will have the methods over inside that. So method
Okay.
one is the all. So if I'm talking about the all methods, okay, or let me remove the some I'm implementing something different now. I created, I'm removing this repository class, okay, because I don't think
Okay.
repository directly over here. I'm removing from all things from controller now, okay.
Okay.
I just putting over there. This is a request controller, REST controller, and this is a request mapping. Request mapping is a path. Nothing is that. Okay. Now, what I should do? I create a auto wired. Which object auto wired? Auto wired
Student B.
student service. Student service. Not understanding.
Oh, here we are creating. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I need to be called
Controller to
service na into
service.
the
Yeah, yeah.
controller.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So now and one more thing into the service basically. What you need to be provide, you need to write a repository name, the class at the rate service, at the rate service.
Oh,
This is the mandatory things,
okay, okay.
otherwise it will give the error. Okay, so now
Okay.
this is the annotation service. I make this is a service class. Okay, inside that I make a repository. Open this class and check repository is there. Yes, repository is there. This
Yeah.
is only the interface. I didn't implement anything.
Okay.
Okay, so now I implemented into that. Whatever method I implemented, I'll call into the controller. So
Controller.
now I'm coming. So I'll write a method. Suppose I'm writing the public. Okay, I'm first of all getting the record. Get all students, and nothing I am taking in this method. I want to basically get all, and whatever I am providing list. Which type of list? Student bean
Student bean.
or student entity bean.
Student bean.
Okay. Now which method you will call? Just put the return. Which method?
Student
Student
service.
student service dot get all students.
Get all students.
Okay. And how will I
Yeah.
identify? And I'm creating the now one method. I'm getting the public, and I'm providing one. Sorry, this is typo mistake. Public. I'm providing the single bean behalf on this ID. Entity bean, and I'm providing the get student,
Okay.
and I'm taking long as a, tell me,
Long roll number.
roll number, student roll number,
Student roll. Yeah.
whatever parameter you can write, and
Yeah.
over there, and what you will do, you will return
Student service dot.
student. I think you are understanding or not?
Yeah, yeah.
Student get details. This one,
Get
this
details.
this I am passing.
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Now tell me, I'm providing this path into this basically the URL. URL means first of all the basically the server HTTPS localhost which port you are running, and post that the port number 8080 would be run, and post that this class mapping, and we need the
Oh,
mapping over here. Over here means I need provide the mapping and the path also. So I'm writing the,
okay.
there are the method means we have the HTTP method, get post put delete. So
Yeah.
get mapping, I am writing the get Get
Mm-hmm.
mapping is a combination of get and will provide the value first. Value means path. So I am writing the path student and I am writing the all. Okay, all student. You will write the all student, then this method would be executed from the postman or from UI side.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
there is anything
Okay.
parameter? No. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
I need this method annotated by at the rate get mapping. Post
Mapping.
that I will write a
Value.
value, and value would be over here the get student,
46.
get student, and we will
Mm-hmm.
have slash and we will have student ID. Okay, or
Okay.
student
Okay.
roll number.
Mm-hmm.
This method will be passed na slash 101 or something
Yeah,
else.
yeah, yeah.
So we will have the
Mm-hmm.
two curly braces, then we will receive this parameter. And
Okay.
if you are receiving this parameter, then you will write a annotation at the rate path variable. Okay, at the rate path variable, and
Oh,
this value. The path variables, whatever we are receiving from there, put into this variable. Okay, so we will get from the postman, and we will put into this one,
mm-hmm.
and we will this one. So I'm checking only two things
Okay.
now, not more than it. Okay.
Okay.
So are you okay till now, or do you have any doubt? Do you have any doubt? Like you are not. I can't hear you. Oh, chat is there.
I'm.
Yeah, like
Can you hear me now?
yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, yeah. I'm okay.
So
Yeah.
what happened? Let me explain. I created a project. I
Mm-hmm.
have the controller entity be in repository. Now repository
Mm-hmm.
interface is there. There is no implementation is
Yeah.
there. If you
Yeah.
need to
Yeah.
implement, go to the Hibernate. You can implement. Otherwise, JPA is the interface. Then you can use the whatever the implemented method. So service
Oh.
IMPL is the same. Nothing change. We
Mm-hmm.
have this main class and it will be run automatically, and there is no
Mm-hmm.
configuration at all. There is no Hibernate CFG, there is nothing XML, nothing is there. Only the
Okay.
only the DB connection. How you get this is the application.property file. Open that
Oh.
and put these properties: Spring data source URL,
Mm-hmm.
username, password, and driver class name. Only the four properties. Just put over there.
Okay.
Okay.
It was already there, or did you put that?
I put it in. It
Okay.
was the blank file. I put it this four part, because
Okay.
you don't know which database you are correcting, na. So
Mm-hmm.
data source basically the URL. According to this
Okay.
Postgres or Oracle, you need to be right. Username and password.
Mm-hmm.
This is also the basically the varies to developer to developer, and
Mm-hmm.
this is the common for if you are using the Postgres, then you need to be org Postgres SQL driver. If you are Oracle, then you need
Mm-hmm.
to the Oracle driver. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So now I'm running this application. I'm checking what is happening over there. Let me run and let me check if it is running successfully or not. I think it is, running this application on the 8080. Okay. So now what I'm doing, I am putting the controller into controller. This is suppose I'll take a get all student. I'll go there and
Mm-hmm.
I'll go this into this service class. So service class I'll go this one and put this uh, basically the all student. Let me put the point and this one breakpoint. So let me, instead of running, I'm debugging these things. Okay.
Okay.
I'm debugging this one and I'm preparing this one. So in
Okay.
this, basically what you will do, you will write the HTTP, post that whatever the path is there. Hmm. Means
Okay.
whatever the server is running on the local host or which IP. So
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
running on this. I'm running on this local host. Okay.
Mm.
Post that
Okay.
we have the port 8080 8090, whatever the port is the unique. Post
Mm-hmm.
that class name.
Yeah, student.
Hmm. Class name,
Okay.
whatever the mapping. Let me show you. Whatever the class mapping into the controller. This is. Now I am calling the all student and pass this one all student. Okay.
Okay.
and I think it is running fine. Let me hit this UP API. It is going. Let me check. Okay, cursor is came over here. I'm pressing F8,
Mm-hmm.
making the list. I am getting the result. Okay, there is a 9 result. I am seeing over here. I get student
Oh.
repository all, and I am
Mm-hmm.
iterating this one.
Yeah.
Now this is 0. Spring bean list is 0. Spring
Okay.
entity bean list is 9. Now
Oh.
I'm pressing F8, making this one and copying this proper. So coming into that, yes.
Those.
Oh, it is coming null. Think about that.
Mm.
So it is coming null. Actually, I did wrong. Copy from basically whenever you are using the
Student
util from
entity.
from right to left, but now it will copy from this to this. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
are you understanding what I'm saying? You are not understanding.
Uh,
So
student
no,
entity bean has the values, right?
there go. Entity bean had the values before that. Okay. Now I'm checking these values is null. So
Okay.
what is happening? Entity bean has the values and
Mm-hmm.
creating the student bean. So copy value from left to right. Student bean copying the value into the student entity bean.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
need to replace them. Replace them means,
Mm-hmm.
let me explain. I think
Change.
you will understood.
Yeah.
I copied the wrong. So now this
Right.
control C put
Change.
over here
Mm-hmm.
and this one. Now it will be copied properly.
Yeah.
Okay. And same put into
Mm-hmm.
the others also instead of and next time I will get the error same thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think okay. Okay.
Okay.
So now I'm debugging again and I'm running. I'm checking. Starting. I'm calling again from here. I'm going over here. I'm running F8. This get this list. Running copy property. Whenever I'm checking, yes, value is there now. Okay.
Okay.
I'm running again. Add list. Add list. Add list. I'm running this one. This one is running. This one is finally F8 line by line is there. Okay, I think if I'll place
Mm.
F9, then what happen? This would be stop. My recording would be stop. So let me check if I can. What I should do now? It is going basically the internal things. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Abstract protocol and all those things. Let me check if result is there. Result is there. Okay, it is doing processing. So think about that. This is coming 1003 Mira, 100 a year email. This is the
Mm-hmm.
null 105 Mira. This
Mm-hmm.
one and this one. Data is coming. Yes or no?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm okay.
And if you will,
Uh,
yeah, please tell me.
shall I download this Postman also? I have not done that.
You need to be do. Let me run and let me show you some other things also. Okay,
Okay.
I'm rerunning. I'll pass a one ID 103. Let me check. So
Mm-hmm.
now how will call? Go to that controller. Understood, this is a class name, and post
Mm-hmm.
that you will all students is fine. You will pass the get student. get
Yeah.
get student and post that what you will do, slash number is, suppose I'm writing 1004. Okay, this one a year. Are you understanding? This result should be get. If I'm hitting, I'm getting the result null, null, null. So I did something wrong over there. Result is coming, but null, null. Let me check. If I'm checking student roll number, let me debug this one now. What is happening? Get student details, passing this student roll number. Okay, go to that service this, copying from, getting this entity being copying this one. This should be work as expected. Let me check.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check what is happening. Okay, I'm debugging now.
Okay.
Value is getting null. I'll close. I'm running this and this one. So let me check the path variable. It is coming correctly. 1004 na.
Yeah.
And I'm pressing F8, getting this roll number, find by ID. So data is coming or not? Check me entity bean. Yeah, entity bean is coming correctly. We
Mm.
have the values over here, na?
Yeah.
And whenever I'm copying this, so this would be copying to the student bean. I'm not sure what is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Student bean is making new. New is a blank till now. Okay, whenever copy, then we have the data or not? We don't have the data.
No.
We don't have the data now. So student entity bean I am getting. I'm copying from here to here. Then what is happening? Here we are copying with the values. Here we are not able to do. Understanding thing or
Okay.
not? Understanding or not? Hmm? Here we are doing this bean to this. It is copying the value. But here it is not copying. Okay, I'll check that one. Okay, I'll check and I'm closing this class today over here because somebody is also
Okay.
waiting. Okay, so
Okay. Okay.
now I'll send this recording to you. Please see
Sure. Sure.
and implement into the same thing,
Sure. Sure.
because this is the
Okay.
this is working as a live project now.
Okay.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Bye bye.
Thank you.